Day 20 of the Anita English Speaking Challenge. Did you watch cartoons? I personally did because I grew up with cartoons and anime. And as I got older, I got more informations, and the more knowledge and informations that I got, the more I have tendency to criticize things. One of them probably to criticize cartoons that I will mention. And if you know Snow White and Cinderella, yeah, these two cartoons, I do not really like those cartoons as I used to be because of, let's say, this Cinderella and Snow White, these two girls were getting problems out of their beauty. Like, you did nothing to win the face card, right? And then somehow when you grew old, somehow when you grew older, some people around you just envy of you, and then did something unpleasant to you, or something annoying, or really treat you really badly. And and then after that, somehow the problems, let's say the problems will be end after they married the Prince Charming. And how could they marry the Prince Charming? First of all, they need to be pretty, right? So it's like pretty has two, different part of coins. You got this advantage of pretty being pretty, where which it will be happening if people around you envy of your beauty, and you got the privilege out of it. You met men, this random Prince Charming who were rich and got powers attracted to you. And yeah, it's not all solely related only to being pretty, but one of them is that being pretty, right? And yeah, you need to be kind and, let's say, can to sing and dance beautifully. But being kind is the bare minimum. And having skills like dancing, or let's say singing, without the skills could bring you, let's say, money, or those two skills couldn't really solve your problems in real life. So what made me, let's say, do not really like this story was like I couldn't really relate it to the story, and it wasn't realistic. Like, if you could solve your problem out of being pretty, being kind, and have few skills that you don't necessarily use it to get you money or solve problems, everyone will do anything to get these abilities or qualities. Yeah, but in real life your problems will be appear. You will face any problems as far as you still alive. And, well, it's just unrealistic. And you, like, if everyone could have this story, your life sound like it's easy to do, like it's easy to solve your life, it's easy to just living your life. But life not always didn't go your way, and as a girl we couldn't really use it as guide that having, beautiful face, um, and being kind and can sing or dance beautifully will make you have a happy ever after ending. It won't happening. So yeah, just unrelated thing that made me do not like it. Or let's say, if there are any people, and I know one people who, let's say, has a story quite related, little bit, you know it's all about enviousness of me telling about this, and then somehow criticize the stories because it wasn't realistic, or let's say it was unrealistic, and I couldn't relate it to that, and just like the stories didn't seem impressing women in a way that I wish it could. At least that's what I think about it. That's my opinion, like for now, about the story. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and bye.